Okay, hello and welcome back. We are already live for our next session. Okay, the continuation of our next session from the last week. Okay, continuation of the lesson from yesterday, not last week. Okay. Give me a few seconds. Okay. So, right, we already started the chapter 2 of the book of English grammar, and we are already in the second part of speech. Okay. So, which is called as an adjectives. Okay. So, we already started on, okay, from the first two. Okay, what is an adjective? And we also continue with a descriptive adjective on page 28. Okay, in here. So in here on the page 28, we have here. Okay, let me make it smaller. Okay, there you go. So with what is an adjective? If you remember, right, when we say adjective, this is a modifier, okay, or the one that modifies the noun or pronoun. So this one is it is a describing word because when we say modifier, it is describing, okay. So it modifies nouns and pronouns, so it means it describe the nouns and the pronouns, okay. Okay, so the continuation of the adjective is the descriptive adjective. So remember when we say descriptive adjective, so these are the specify shape, size, or color of the noun that they modify, of the noun that being described. Okay, so this when we say descriptive adjective, also we call it as the common adjectives. Okay. So that is for the page 28. So for the page 29, we just continue the descriptive adjective. Okay. So in here also, we have the predicate adjective. Okay. The predicate adjective is when you, okay, you describe the noun or the pronoun in the sentence by adding a linking verb. So you will start first with the linking verb and then right after the predicate adjective, okay, or the adjective, okay. So that is why it is called the predicate adjective. So next one, we also have discussed the determiners of limiting adjective. Okay, so when we say determiner, it helps to identify a specific noun rather than describing it. Okay, so what the determiners are when we use some articles, okay, like the a and an and the. Okay, so remember the indefinite articles are the a and the in the definite are or the definite articles is the or the. Okay. We also discuss here on the page 30 the possessive adjectives. Okay. So when we say possessive adjectives, we use here the personal pronouns. Okay. Possessive adjectives are the subject, which is the pronouns and shows ownership and relationship. Well, the demonstrative pronouns for the page 31, we also discussed this one. Okay. By using, okay, the using the pronouns like this, that, this, and those. Okay. We also have continue with the interrogative adjectives by using the questions like which, what, and whose. And we also discuss here the indefinite adjectives. Yeah, so for the indefinite adjectives, remember this is an adjective that indicates a non-specific persons or things. Okay, so we are actually using indefinite adjectives like some, each, any, many, and several. So these are the indefinite adjectives. So we use this to, okay, to define or to modify the noun. So for example, like this, we use some girls. So the indefinite adjective here is some. and we define or modifies the noun girls. So girls is a plural, right? Well, we stop here at the page 32 at the numerical adjective. So still, we're going to continue on this for the numerical adjectives. Okay. So for the numerical adjectives, remember from yesterday that this is an indicator of quantity by stating a fixed number of people or things. Okay, so in here we are giving the count or how many is the noun. Okay, so the numbers are also used, okay, to identify a noun. So how? By asking them how many is the noun. Okay, so for example, again from yesterday, we have an example here, the one hot dog. So one is actually a numerical adjective. Okay, it is like a count adjective and it describes or modifies the hot dog. So it means that we have one hot dog. Okay, while the other one, we have the two whistles. Okay, so the whistles is plural, as you can see, because it has letter S and its simple form or the root word of this is whistle. Okay, so so this we will use a more than one number. So if this is plural, it means it is more than one number. So we put here a two word. Okay, that is our numerical adjective and it modifies the whistles. Okay, so since this is plural, so we will put a plural number, okay, which is two. Okay, so that's why it is two whistles. Unlike the one hot dog, it's just, excuse me, this is a singular form. Okay, as you can see, so we will just put one. Okay, but we can actually use it also to singular forms with the two or more numbers. Two hot dogs. But this time we will put an S to the noun itself. Okay? So that's is what we have discussed to from yesterday's session. So I hope it was already clear to you. And if you want to have a recap, of course, you can, um, sorry, you can just look at the previous live from yesterday. Okay, so and also if you have any questions, do not hesitate to leave a comment, okay, in here or leave a chat, okay, in this live so I can able to answer them. So from yesterday, I think there is no comments or question about it. So it means we are all clear. Am I right? We are all clear today. Okay, so it's good that we are all clear. So it means, okay, it means you guys understand what you guys learned from yesterday. Okay, okay, so this is all good. Okay, so give us a sec. Okie dokies. Okay, so we're now going to continue on our next lesson. But of course, we stop on the numerical adjectives. Then we will start also with the numerical adjectives for today. Okay? Okay, so the continuation of the numerical adjectives is already explained here that in the example on the one hot dog. Okay. One is the numerical adjective that indicates one in number. Yes. So it is used with a singular noun. Yes. Any singular noun. Okay. One girl can be. Ba? Or one kid. Okay. One food. One school. Okay. So those are an example of singular noun that we use the numerical adjective one. Okay. Okay, wait. What is happening? Okay, so there you go. Okay. Okay, so for the next one, okay, so in the second example, it says here that the adjective two in here, okay, indicates two in number and it must be used with a plural noun. Yes, you cannot use it in a singular noun, okay? But actually, you can use, okay, but for sure, most of the time we use it on the plural noun. We cannot say two hot dog, okay? It should be two hot dogs because it is more than one. So it should be plural. Understood? Okay? So for the next one, this concludes the section on the determiners or limiting adjectives. So keep in mind the following rule. Okay, so the, and a, we also have my, this, okay, whose, this one, any, and to. So the determiners indicate that a noun follows. Yes, it is true. So if you put this indicator, so it means you have a noun next to it. We cannot use an adjective after this determiners. The let's say the blue. Okay, so it should be if you just put an adjective like that, the blue bag. So there should be a noun. Okay, always. Understood? Okay. So for the next one, give me a sec. Okay, so for the next one, we are now in the suffixes and origin of adjectives. So in here, many different adjectives or many adjectives can be identified by their suffixes. So if you remember right, we also use this topic suffixes to the noun itself, if you remember. So also with an adjective. So suffixes can be used in a different ways. Okay, we can use it on a different kinds of words, like nouns and also like adjectives. Okay. So now, suffixes are attached to a root word to form the adjective. Yes, of course. So it is like only a noun also. You are putting the suffixes to, or you will add it, okay, to the word itself, to the noun itself to form the noun. Same goes with the adjective. Suffixes are attached to the root word itself of the adjective. Okay, to make it complete or to form the adjective. So these adjectives originated from other types of words such as nouns and or verbs. Okay? So continuation is some commonly used suffixes and their meanings follow. Okay? So we have here. So for example, we have Jake is a fearless swimmer. So we have here, as you can see, there's the red one, the less, okay, means without, while fear is our root word. So you are without fear. So it's like that. But instead of saying without fear, we say fearless as an adjective. Okay. So another one, it was a wonderful party. Okay, so we have the full, the red one here. So it means it's full of what? Full of wonder. Okay, since the we have the wonderful, then the wonder is the simple word or the root word of wonderful. Okay, while the goggles are breakable. So this is our third example. For this third example, it says here the able, okay, this one in here in the word breakable, we have able. So it means it is capable of break. Okay, so it means the goggles can be can you can break it. and it can be break. Okay, it is breakable when we say um, able, when we use the able. Okay, so again, so the root word of the breakable is break. Okay, I hope you understand this. This is very simple and easy only. So there's no need to, you know, there's no need to make the things complicated when it comes to using the suffixes. Okay. And of course, make sure to be aware of its spelling. Okay. Okay. So for the next one. Okay, so it says here review the comparative and superlative forms of adjectives in chapter 5 adverbs. So you will know furthermore about the comparative and superlative forms of adjectives in the chapter 5, which is the part of speech, which is the adverb. But for now we just still continue on the adjectives. Okay. Okay, cool. Actually, we are almost done with the topic adjective. Okay, so unlike the nouns, nouns has many uses. Okay, there's a lot of jobs of a noun. But for the adjectives, this is very simple because it is just used to describe, right? To describe nouns or pronouns. Okay? So now let's have here an overview of adjectives. Okay, so it says here, let's continue. The following summary highlights the important details about adjectives. So always begin by identifying the noun first. So yes, it is very important that you identify the noun first. Okay, identify the noun first, or when we say a noun, right? A noun is either a person, things, animal, places can be, okay? Before you highlight or identify the adjective, because again, adjective is used to, okay? Is used to describe a noun or a pronoun, okay? So we are down with the first page. So for next one, there you go. So, since we are already done about the adjectives, okay, for the chapter 2, and that's very fast, right? We just started it yesterday, but we're now going to the summary or the overview itself. Okay, so for the summary of adjectives, okay? So we have here we started on the descriptive adjectives. So remember when we say descriptive adjectives, these are the common adjectives that we use every day or in everyday conversation to describe. It can be a pet, to describe someone or something, or even a place. Okay. Okay, so we have here the nouns that being modified in this row or in this table. So let's start here. You also have here the before noun and the after noun. So again, it says here that the common adjective is also given here. What kind? Okay, so first, let's go to the first one. The common adjective that we use here is blue. The noun that being modified is the ball. Okay, so the ball is a noun, right? So next, after noun predicate, adjective is blue. Okay, so now we will read it as ball, or let's say the ball. So right when we say or when we use the determiners, okay, the next to it is a noun. So in here we will put the ball and continue with the predicate adjective is. So as you can see, right, when it's predicate adjective, it will start first with the linking verb, and now we have the adjective, the predicate adjective blue. Okay, you get it? Okay, I don't see the comments. Okay, so next one. Okay, so the blue is a proper adjective. Okay, so let's have the Mexican, right? Okay, the Mexican. So the Mexican is a proper adjective of Mexico. So Mexico is a noun. So it turns out into be a Mexican to make it into a proper adjective. Okay, so we have the next one is the exchange student. So the exchange student here is the noun that it being modified by the Mexican. Okay, by the adjective Mexican. So we're going to make it into a predicate adjective by again adding a linking verb and put the proper adjective, which is the Mexican. So now it will be the exchange student the exchange student is Mexican. So we are describing, okay, the exchange student as a Mexican girl, okay, or a Mexican period. Understood? That is for the descriptive, okay, descriptive adjectives. I hope it is clear to everyone. Okay. So for the next one, we have the determiners or limiting adjectives. So direct you to the correct one by limiting choices. So yes. So we are now using the determiners to determine, okay, the noun, and at the same time, okay, to use the adjectives. So for number one, we use some articles here like the indefinite a and an, and the definite the or the. Okay, so for A, we have here the general noun example for a boy. Okay, that is a general noun. Okay, but if we're going to give the proper noun or the specific noun is here, we will say the boy. Okay, the boy, and then you will see who it is, right? The boy named Ben, for example. So, right, this is Ben if you remember him. Okay. So for the next one, while the possessive adjectives, okay, it shows ownership by using pronouns, the personal pronouns. So as you can see here, we have an example. We have a pronoun my and the noun bathing suit. So it shows an ownership if it or it, when it there's an ownership or owner of this bathing suit, then for example, you owned it. So you will put the possessive adjective or the pronoun my. So it will become my bathing suit. Okay? So for the next one, another pronoun, we use our. Okay, our. So you own something. So what do you own? Our school. Okay, this is where you live. This is where you study, or this is your own built on school. Okay, so it would say as our school. Okay. Okay, so for the next one, we have the demonstrative adjective. This is the fourth one. So for the demonstrative adjective, okay, for the demonstrative, we are actually using the demonstrative pronouns. Okay, so this is not for a person, it is used to pointing out, okay, pointing out a place or a thing. That is demonstrative. Okay, so it is called also as a demonstrative adjective. Okay, so in here, we put this and we have another one of this. So remember the difference of this to this. The THI and S is used for singular, while this, okay, the THESE is used for plural nouns. Okay, so again, it says here pointing out person or things. Okay, so we have this hot dog. So hot dog is a singular, so we put this. While this friends, so friends is a plural, so we put this. This as a demonstrative adjective. Okay. Okay, so for the next one, we have here the interrogative adjective. So this time, the interrogative adjective is for asking question. So these are used to ask. Okay, so this is a type of pronoun, the interrogative pronouns. So now we have here the which and whose, okay, to identify the noun, okay, to modify the noun. Okay, so we have here which swimmer. Okay, so for which swimmer, okay, so is it either Ben or is it either Anna or Maria, for example? Okay. Okay, while the next one is whose slippers is this? So it's also saying ownership, but you are asking. So who owns the flippers or whose flippers? Okay, so that is to form a question. So we are actually using an interrogative adjectives. Then we will add a noun to ask a question. Okay. So for the second to the last, we have here the indefinite adjectives. So for the indefinite adjectives, okay, so we are using some indefinite adjectives like some or any, okay. This is for identifying the noun that is not specific nouns, okay. There is no given or proper noun for it, but it is just a what do you call this? A common nouns that we use. So for example, we use some and then we have boys. So it read as some boys. Okay. While we also have here the any, that is our indefinite adjectives, any hot dog. So in here you have options. Okay, the different kinds of option of different brands of a hot dog. Okay. So for the next one and last, which is the numerical adjectives. So remember that we are using numbers here to indicate or give the quantity or how many is the noun. Okay, so for example, we have one and we have winner. So that this winner is our noun. So one winner. So we are describing the winner that is only one. Okay, while we have here the two whistles, as you can see, this is plural. It has a letter S because the root word of this is whistle. Okay, so it means we will put a number that is more than one. So we put two for the plural form of whistle, okay, which is whistles. While winner is only a singular, so it is only one. Okay, so mostly one is used for singular form of noun. We cannot use it to plural form like one whistles. Okay, it is already wrong because when you say one, it's only one. But your noun is plural, then it means there is more than one of whistles. Okay. Okay, that is all for the adjectives. It is very short only. We're already done with the chapter 2. And we will have the chapter 3 tomorrow. Okay? Tomorrow on for the next session or to the next session that we will have. Okay? So before we go here, let us have a short one. Alright, a short bathroom break. Just gonna go to the bathroom real quick. Okay, and then right after we will have the review exercise already. So this time it will test you like what we did in the nouns. It will test you on on how adjective is used on sentences, on how can you identify it as well. Okay, so give me a sec. Yeah, maybe we will have 30 seconds. Okay, so let's only very, very short. Okay, so I'll be back. Give me a sec. Okay, we are back already. So now let's have the review exercise. Okay, so as you can see, we already have the summary of the adjectives itself. Okay, so we started on the numerical adjective earlier. Now we are in the summary of adjectives. So in here, let us see if you can answer this type of questions. Okay, so we have the three tests here. We have test A, test B, and test C. Okay, so maybe if we still have time, maybe we can already go to the third chapter already. Okay, or the third part of speech, which is the pronoun. We will try. Okay, we will try to get there. Okay, so let's start here with the test A. So for the test A is to underline the descriptive adjective or adjective in each sentence. So we are now going to identify which one is the descriptive adjective or the adjective itself in the sentence. Okay, so let's start with number one. So number one is the music is loud. So in this sentence, what is the adjective? So if you remember right, it says before you identify the adjective, look for the noun. So which one here is the noun? Let's see. Okay, so the noun is music. Okay, good job. So noun is music, while the adjective is loud. Okay, very good. So this is a predicate adjective because we have a linking verb is before the adjective loud. Okay, or the predicate adjective loud. Okay. Okay, so for the next one, we have here, she waves the American flag. So let us identify first which one here is the noun that being described. Okay, so the noun that being described here is what? Okay, the American flag. Okay, and we are actually put the adjective waves. Okay. So it waves describes the American flag. Okay. So number three, the brown horse jumps. The brown horse jumps. So which one there first is the noun? So the noun is horse. Okay. So that is our noun. While the adjective here is brown. So as you can see, right, I mentioned earlier that you can use the, okay, if the next word is a adjective, is an adjective. That's okay. But it can be also used for nouns. Okay. Okay, so for the next one, we have the small cup is full. The small cup is full. So in here, okay, in here, what is the noun? What is the noun? Let us identify the noun first. So the noun is small cup or the small cup. Let's complete it. The small cup. So now what is the adjective? Yes, the adjective is full. Okay. Okay, next one. He has an orange balloon. So he has an orange balloon. So in here, okay, in here, what is the adjective? Sorry, the noun. So the noun is balloon. Okay, while the orange is the adjective. Okay, it's saying it tells the color of the balloon, which is its color orange. Okay. Okay, so next one. Next is that the tired girl sleeps. The tired girl sleeps. Okay, so which one here is the subject? So the subject here is girl. Okay, girl. Or let's say the tired girl. Okay, so the adjective here is sleeps. Okay, so number seven, the water is cold. The water is cold. So which one here is the subject? Okay, the subject here is the water. While the adjective here, did you found it already? The adjective is cold. Okay, so as you can see here, we have again a linking verb before, okay, before the adjective cold. Okay, so now next number eight, she plays a sad song. She plays a sad song. Noun, song, yes. While adjective is sad. Okay, very good. Okay, so that's a good job. So now next one. The colorful painting is beautiful. So this is the last number. The colorful plating is beautiful. A painting, correction, is beautiful. So what is the noun? Okay, the noun is painting. Okay, very good. Then its adjective is colorful. Okay? Okay, so that is for the test A. That is for the descriptive adjective. Okay, identifying the descriptive adjective. Okay? Okay, so now let's go to the test B. We are almost done. Okay, we are almost done. So for the test B is underline the article in each sentence. Then decide whether it is definite or indefinite. Then write D for um, definite and then I for indefinite. So now we are going to identify the article that is used in here in this sentence. Then let us identify if it's definite or indefinite. So I'm not going to explain this because I already discussed it many times. Actually, this is the second time. And then let you guys try on how will you identify it, okay? Or try to identify it on your own, okay? So we have here number one, she reads a book. So the first things first here is to identify the article. So which article did we use here? She reads a book. So what is the article here? So the article is A. Okay. A. This one. Okay. After the word reads and before the word book. So what is this? A definite or indefinite? What is that? Definite or indefinite? That is indefinite article. Okay. So because here, okay, because, okay, we are, okay, identifying, okay, a singular form of a noun, a books, sorry, a book. Okay, so remember when you say indefinite, okay, we are actually, okay, identifying or saying a singular form of noun. Okay, so next one, how about the number two? Number two is, does the cat purr? Does the cat purr? So let's see, what is the article used here in this sentence? What is the article used here in this sentence? The article used here is, okay, very good. So that is the or the. Okay? So because we have here, okay, the cat. Okay, so the definite, it is, sorry, I already gave the answer. The is definite. Okay, so next one, number three. How about this? Number three. Number three is, he lives on an island. He lives on an island. So let us identify first what is the article. Okay, the article here is an. Okay, very good. So that is what? Definite or indefinite? What's that? Definite or indefinite? That is indefinite. Yes. Okay. So indefinite noun that we are um identifying here, which is the island, and also it ends with a vowel, so we will use, okay, a vowel I, so we will use the article an. Okay, so next one, the number four. So let's see, a boy is yelling. A boy is yelling. So what is the article here? A boy is yelling. What is the article here? Okay, the article here is A. Okay, so A is what? Definite or indefinite? Definite or indefinite? So that is a definite indefinite article. Sorry. Okay. Yeah, good job. So next and last for the test B. Okay, I think we will end here. So we will just continue the next chapter, the chapter 3, on the next session. So we can just continue further or about it. So it is not like a cliffhanger, right? Okay, so now let's go to the letter, sorry, the last number, which is, they go to the lake. They go to the lake. So what is, right? What is the article there? What is the article there? The article is The. Okay, yes, it's the. And this one is what kind of article? Definite or indefinite? Definite or indefinite? Okay, good job. This is a definite article. Okay, so that is for the test B. Okay, test B for identifying the article and identifying its type. So if it's indefinite or definite article. Okay. Okay, so for the last test, we have the letter C, the test C. Test C is underline the limiting adjective or adjectives in each sentences. Okay. Okay, so now we're in if the test A is you identify the descriptive adjective. Now let's go to the limiting adjective. Okay, so let's go back. What is limiting adjective again? Okay, where is it? So you can guys know where is it? Okay, there you go. So determiners of or limiting adjective. Okay, so since determiners limit your choices, they're also called as the limiting adjectives. Okay, these are the determiners that are placed before the noun it modifies. Okay, so like this, a and an. So that's one of the what do you call this? The limiting adjectives. Okay, so let's start with here. So we have the first sentence. We have his coat is black. His coat is black. So what is the limiting adjective here? So the limiting adjective here is his. Okay, right? It says here it is before the noun. Okay, so we have the noun here, which is the coat. So we have his. This is the limiting adjective. So if you remember, this is a personal, okay, personal kind of adjective, personal pronouns. So next one. I have three brothers. I have three brothers. So what is the limiting adjective here? What is the adjective here? So the limiting adjective here is what? The three. Okay, three. Okay, and then this is our noun, brothers. All right. Okay, number three. Almost done. How about this one? This is my house. This is my house. So what is the limiting adjective there? So the limiting adjective there is my. Okay, the pronoun my. Okay. Number four. She swims every day. She swims every day. So what is the limiting adjective there? Okay, good job. So then the limiting adjective there is she. Okay, good job. Next, for number five, we play at my house. We play at my house. What is the limiting adjective here? Okay, the limiting adjective here is My, like in my house. Same thing, right? Okay, second to the last. Okay, what is the limiting adjective here? I want that one. I want that one. I want that one. So let's see. What is the limiting adjective? So the limiting adjective here is that. Okay? It is a demonstrative adjective, right? If you remember. Okay, and the last one is Susan is her friend. Susan is her friend. So what is the limiting adjective there? Okay, so the limiting adjective there is her. Okay? Ayan. So that is all for today's session or for today's live. Okay, so that is about the adjective. So remember that we have tackled here the seven, although this seven is only short, but I hope you guys learn on this. Okay, and this is very important to learn. Okay, because this is also a part of the speech itself. Okay. Okay. So in here again for the summary of adjectives, let's just go here. We started on the descriptive adjectives, okay, by determining the adjective, okay, and remember that adjective modifies the noun, okay, because they are being described in the sentence, okay. So the adjective that we will use here is the common adjectives that we use every day. Next, after that is the determiners or limiting adjectives. Okay, direct you to the correct one by limiting choices. Okay, so we use here some articles like the a and an and the or the. We also have here the possessive adjectives. Okay, so by showing its ownership or relationship, like for example, using my or our. Okay. The fourth one is the demonstrative adjectives by using the demonstrative pronouns by pointing out persons or things. For example, we use this and this. Okay, even that is also included or those. Okay, the fifth one is the interrogative adjectives. Okay, we are forming questions here by putting the interrogative pronouns like which, whose, and what sometimes. Okay. Six is the indefinite adjectives. Okay, so this one to identify a unknown person or things that is, let's say, not specific. Okay, not specific kind of nouns, or we call it as common nouns. So we use like some, any, okay, and many more. And lastly, we have here the numerical adjective. So this numerical adjectives is indicating the number of the noun. Okay, it's like describing the noun by giving its quantity or its number. Okay, and we stop here at the page 35 for the review exercise. Okay, so thank you so much for today's or for joining the live today or for listening. So if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. Okay, even though the live is already done, you can still leave a comment and we'll answer them. Okay, by commenting also or by answering it through this kind of live sessions. Okay, that is all. But if you have questions, just you can leave it already here. Okay. None? You don't have any questions? Okay, if none, we are already done. Okay, I'll see you hopefully tomorrow or to our next session. So thank you so much and see you again.